Hello friends, today I wish to discuss about a frequently asked questions. This question is asked particularly by those patients who have suffered from mild attacks of COVID-19 and have now recovered. They are now asymptomatic and their RT-PCR report is also negative. They frequently ask whether should I start exercising, if yes, when and how. Let me begin with clearing a misconception first. This is very widely circulated in the social media nowadays, and I can see many WhatsApp forwards regarding this that says that people who are physically active and those who have been exercising, those who are fit, are safe, are not harmed by the COVID-19 virus. Friends, there is nothing like that. Nobody is safe. It can harm anybody, and therefore we should not take our health lightly. Now, coming back to the original question that whether we should start exercising now that we are asymptomatic and our RT-PCR test report is negative, then what should we do? The general guideline is that if we are still having symptoms of systemic infection, like fever is persisting, or there is body ache, or there is swollen lymph node, then we should not exercise. But if we have only mild symptoms, like symptoms of upper respiratory tract involvement, say mild cough or a runny nose maybe, then we can start thinking of doing light to moderate exercises. What do we mean by light to moderate exercises? Exercise intensity that falls between say about 30 to 60% of your maximal exercise capacity. That much exercise can be done. But if you are having a severe case of COVID infection, then it is better to defer your exercising for quite some time now, and at least do not think of going in for intense exercises, because intense exercise will affect your immune system, and that is not going to help you from recovering from the virus. The first thing you should do before considering starting exercises is improve breathing. How do we improve our breathing? By means of breathing exercises and also by means of thoracic expansion exercises. After improving our breathing, we can consider starting or going in for aerobic exercises like brisk walking, and then we can consider going in for cycling and other exercises. There is a test that is called as the 6-minute walk test. This test may be used as a clinical tool to measure whether our lungs and the heart is ready for exercising. This test is very simple to do, and this can be done within the confines of our home, and it can be self-administered also. Now let us see how this test can be done. For this, we need to mark a distance of about 50 feet in our home. Of course, an area less than 50 feet may also do, say about you have an available area of about 25 feet, 30 feet, that also can do or will do. Now we can mark this distance, say if it is 50 feet or 25 feet or 30 feet, using some pegs or using a marker on the floor. Now why we need to mark the distance? That is because we have to walk on this for 6 minutes in laps. If we mark the distance by counting the number of laps, we can have an idea of the distance that we have walked during 6 minutes. 6 minutes can be counted by using a stopwatch, or we can also use the stopwatch of our mobile phones. Now after marking the distance and after setting the tool for measuring 6 minutes, what we need to do? We need to sit comfortably and measure our oxygen saturation. How that can be done? That can be done very easily using a very handy and easy to use tool that is called as pulse oximeter. This device, now all of you must be well versed with it. It is called as pulse oximeter, and it gives us the reading of our oxygen saturation as well as the pulse rate that indicates the heart functioning at any given point of time. How to use it? There is a button with which if we switch this device on, when we press the button, we switch the device on, then we simply insert our finger inside the device and wait for the reading to come. Now you can see the reading is there, and reading is showing my oxygen saturation to be 97 and pulse to be 111. It fluctuates, it may fluctuate a reading or two here and there, that does not matter. What is important is that our oxygen saturation should be more than 94% if we are to start considering exercising. Now, once we have ensured that our pre-test baseline oxygen saturation is more than 94% using a pulse oximeter, we are now ready for the test. Now, what shall we do? Walk for 6 minutes at a brisk pace on the line or the distance that we have marked using pegs or a marker on the floor. Count the laps. After 6 minutes, stop walking. Once again, measure your oxygen saturation using a pulse oximeter. Now, if the oxygen saturation shows a fall of about 3%, or if it goes below 93%, then you should stop exercising immediately, and you should consider oxygen support, and you have to ask for hospitalization. But if you are able to maintain your oxygen saturation even after exercising at over 94%, then your lung and heart are fit to start exercising. You can consider starting light to moderate exercises. However, there is a caveat that during a 6-minute walk test, if you are feeling any symptoms like giddiness, say, or lightheadedness, or there are palpitations, or you are feeling some angina, or there are leg cramps, or any other symptom that is giving you quite a lot of discomfort, then you should immediately stop the test, and you should seek consultation with your doctor telephonically or in whichever way it is possible. I hope this helps. Thank you.